Joining us now from SPC Nickel, we have Grant Mourre. And Grant, diamond drilling just beginning in a new area of your Lockerby East project. Please tell us all about it.
Yeah, thanks. So we just announced this last week, but we've been drilling for about 2 weeks now. So we are targeting a new area on the property. It's the deeper portion of the property, and we are looking at testing a series of really high conductivity EM conductors that we developed through this resurveying of old holes drilled by Falconbridge Limited when they owned the property in the 80s. So these are extremely strong, high conductivity EM targets in the Sudbury Basin.
So it's not just your past works that you're relying on. Tell us more about the area and how historic mining nearby is informing your expectations.
Yeah, I mean, this area has seen a long life of mining. As I said, it was formerly operated and owned by Falconbridge. And where we're targeting is about 1.5 kilometers away from what was called the Lockerby mine, which was a past-producing mine that Falconbridge owned that extends from surface down to 2,000 meters. And towards the end of the mine life, they started working on what was called the Lockerby Depth Zone, and that was a really high-grade nickel, copper, precious metal rich deposit that was kind of in that 5 to 7 million ton range. And the area that we're focusing in on is in the same geological environment, covers about the same sort of dip extent, and that's sort of what we're using for our target. We're also about 500 meters down dip of the past infrastructure that's on our property, underground infrastructure. So that's the LKE underground deposit that we control 100% of. And looking at some of the resources and the grades associated with that mineralization, it's typically very high grade nickel, copper plus precious metals.
So as a whole then, Lockerby East, you have a number of deposits and targets. Can you paint us the picture of how that property as a whole is coming together for you?
Yeah, it's a really big system. Most of our efforts in the past have been on the West Graham deposit, which is the near surface mineralized zone that we've delineated over 22 million tons. But it's essentially one continuous sheet of mineralization that extends from surface down to at least 12 to 1,300 meters. And the really interesting part about it is that as we go deeper, the grades get better, the copper grades get higher, and the precious metal grades get also higher. And the deposit goes from a really thick kind of lower grade system to a high grade massive sulfide system at depth. And now what we're targeting is the down dip extension of this whole deposit, where we think we can find a new standalone high grade massive sulfide deposit.
Well, finally, Grant, you can probably predict the next question, and that is, what are those next big news flows and when can we expect them?
Yeah, so drilling is ongoing. I would hope that we have it wrapped up in 2 or 3 weeks. And then there's the usual lead time for assay results. So really, we're targeting before the end of the year to have those results out. And depending on how the program turns out, we have the availability to continue drilling and to target with the second hole. So we'll finish drilling. We'll do borehole geophysics on the hole to give us a better idea of where we want to move to next. And then we'll continue to test that target.
Well, all the best of luck with it. We look forward to hearing those results as they're ready.
Well, thank you.